Hello there. Mate in the north here. This is a game called Banished. The premise is we're a small family, or a couple families, that got banished from our homeland and we're seeking a new start. This is one of the best city building games I have played. It's one of my favorite games, period. Let's get into it. Pretty chill. I like that. That's cool. Let's randomize our seed here a little bit. We're gonna do valleys. We're gonna do a large terrain. Climate is going to be fair. Harsh is a bit hard. Mild is a bit too easy, in my opinion. Disasters, we'll turn those on. It'll be kind of fun if they happen. Starting conditions, I'm going to start with hard. And I'm going to start medium. Just to give us a little bit to put disasters on. We just have a little bit of extra stuff early on. Storage barn being already built and seeds available. I don't want seeds available. Nope, I changed my mind. We're doing hard. We're going hard mode, boys and ladies. Yeah. Looks good. Are you ready? So it's a pretty chill game, but it is pretty unforgiving in choices that you make and the speed at which it happens. So this is Banished. There's our character models. They're just walking. They all have houses above their heads because they are unhappy because they're homeless. They have no home. We need to build them homes. I'm going to check one thing real quick. That's me. Check volume levels. My voice looks good. The desktop sound looks good. Just making sure. Yeah. All right. So first thing I like to do is pop up my. Lets you pop up your UI. I don't usually use the map at all. And the event here. Put it on the top. Put these wherever you want. That's one of the cool things about this game. And we are ready to build. We did not start near water. It's kind of a pain. I might build over here, actually. That means that they're going to have to travel a little ways. Grab stuff from there. Start here, but swing. I'll build in here kind of so they can still access this, and then we'll build a fisher and we'll plan on moving in that direction. There. Absolutely number one thing you need is a cut. Make some people be builders. Make sure that they build that and give them a little spot to store firewood and other such stuff that they get. There's three main raw materials: wood, stone, and iron. Speed thing. They're not moving because they're paused. That's what. Like they're moving really slowly. Make them tinker away. And the homes, so they're all angry because they don't have homes, but that's not super important until winter. So it's kind of best to make sure that they have their food sources ready. A hunter's cabin and a gatherer's. Most important early game if you're playing on hard. Because those can get quite a bit of resources, food, from just the natural land. Fisherman is really good too. but we're a little far from the lake there. I'll put one over there in a bit. That would be... Once those are built, these two buildings, then we can build a couple for them to live in. I had this idea of having a live stream of this game that was going at ×1 speed and just leave it on all of the time, and then I'd have to come interact with it every so often and just let them live at ×1 speed. I thought that would be kind of cool. I don't know, you know, viewership, but the game is kind of fun to just sit and watch. Reserve of logs is low. That's to be expected. And I think they will should gather out over here, so I'm not space over there. A couple people gather. So you can increase, if you're interested in building games at all, city building games, settlement building games, this game I highly recommend. It is not expensive, and you may want to watch a video, I mean, certainly watch this video, on how to get started, and I'll give tips here and there about it. But I had to watch a video after playing it a couple times. I played on easy mode, and still got my butt kicked a couple times, just because the kind of the rhythm of how to play is a little tricky. But build houses. You want your houses to be kind of in the same area, because when we build a market, then they'll closer they are to the market, the easier it is to get goods and stuff. And I just but and our logs, our woodcutter is full. That's what that means. It means it's at its limit. We can bump up the limit here, but we don't want to do that because then they'll keep using our logs. It's better to have a stockpile of logs. Once we get our houses built, the people will stock their houses with a few logs to keep warm. Not logs. Firewood. Because winter is coming. Just as the Starks say. My room is an absolute mess. I've been digging through my Magic the Gathering cards and organizing them and putting them in piles. Better organization. What are you hurting? Logs? No. These little symbols down here under, you know, a little small. Sorry, that's a little small. We have stone. We have iron. Should be fine. We're still going. More hands. I think you probably could play this game without any of those things. You could just go at it. Just go nuts. But I'm not quite. I think I could. Build the houses. What are you doing? Got stone. I may have made them too small. They should be. Kind of cool. Like, the animations are very simple, but fact that you actually get partially built when they're working on them. That's pretty cool. And the music in this game, I usually have it turned on because I watch / listen to YouTube while I play this game. It's one of my go-to games to be chill. Like I started explaining how to assign workers and I never finished. You can either put them up here. This part right here sets the limit of workers. So if I said I want 4 people to work this house, then 4 people will. But right now we have 2. This is how you assign to work there. Or not. How's our food? Almost 1,000 units of food. That's a lot for this early in the game. But usually once I get farming going, I sit at about 20. What's the next thing we need to build? Probably a couple more houses. The more houses you build, the faster that kids. And the kids actually grow up. And they'll turn into an adult at the age of 10. Because for working, they're considered an adult. You can assign them to different jobs and stuff. Unless you build a schoolhouse. And then they're not an adult until 18. But then they're like 100%. They have 100% bonus efficiency or whatever. Maybe it's 50%. They have 50% if they're uneducated, and then 100% if they are. I'm not sure, but so it pays a lot to have them be educated, but not having them for 8 extra years, and years are arbitrary in this game. It's not like seasons to seasons. I think it's like each season is a year. I'm not sure. But building. Food is good. Blacksmith probably next. Having the woodcutter over here. Might build a barn and everything and move or have this be for hunting and gathering. However, I like to open this spot. I always build the tailor and the blacksmith at the same time. Does everybody have a house? Are we fully housed? Sick. For winter. Nice. Good timing. Could crank it up to 10%. But unless I'm actually specifically waiting for something specific. A lot of specific. That's the specificity. I don't crank it up to 10%. And time. 10%. 10% is slower than I know. Math is hard. Coffee is good. These things, I know. You ever get like that? Brain has all the ideas in it, and your mouth is like, I don't know how to translate it. So you're giving me a good bunch of good stuff. I don't know what to do with it. Should I build a fish? I don't like fish. These people don't have a choice. I mean, right now they're eating venison. Venison and woodland vegetables. We've got onions, berries, mushrooms. Reserve of stone is low. We'll grab some more stone. You goobers. I've got a lot of stone. Too much to tell them to gather. But, also, reserve of iron is low. Right, well, let's grab some iron. They're already going to take this out because they have to build that. Everybody's gonna be switch the builder to a blacksmith, and that'll be good. I'm gonna have to move that over. Probably. We need a storage barn too. Got trees falling in the forest. We're right here, but I didn't hear them. Figure that one out. Philosophers. Reserve of logs is blown out. Ruh-roh. Don't really remember when the best time to get a first. I don't know when exactly the best time to make a forester is, but I like to put a forester by these guys. Oh, what are we waiting on here? Stone and iron. Alright. This is probably 10 times speed. It wasn't the best idea to have this all the way across here. I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna upgrade this to stone road, which means we're gonna need stone. Because then they walk a little bit faster on the stone roads. Don't want to take away any of them. We have them. Over the worker. The laborers do the gathering, and so do the people if they're not working a job. For a little bit. But it's always good to have laborers. If people die, they'll replace them too, automatically, their jobs. Okay. I might leave that one there then, since there's going to be a forester right here. We might cut this down in size. Because that circle, that yellow circle there, shows us how much the forester will be able to work. But you want that as clear as possible, because that's for the more trees they can grow. They grow trees. And the yellow circles also where people gather, gathers food, and where the hunting cabin hunts the deer. There's only deer. They're the only. You can hear birds too. I don't think you can see. Oh wait, still stone. Stone can be a pain in the butt. Unless you have the buildings and stuff that produce stone and iron, people and wood, they won't gather unless you do. So much stuff. lesser man might make a stoned joke, but we're above that. We're gonna be so stoned. With stone. We're gonna have stone for days. Winter. Start. Until we get a... Uh-oh. Just thought something. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright. We maybe should be building in the other direction, actually. Everybody want to be a blacksmith when they grew up. Good. Should build. I'm not convinced that building them close together has any difference. I would think that they would stay warmer, but I'm not sure. I don't know if that's part of the game. Just saw a pop-up of one of my Steam friends came online, and it didn't show on the thing. So that's good. It's good that I'm not doxing my friends. If you call it that. If you've played this game, leave a comment. Let me know. I will respond to you. You can see the names. Not sure if we can see it. Oh yeah, we just click on it. So that's Glyndall. She's 5 stars happy, 4.5 stars happy. She's 12. She's a hunter. She's a 12-year-old hunter. She's not educated. She has fair clothing and an iron tool. She is gathering food. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mentioned that. And actually, we might skip the... I'm going to lay out the fisherman first. Just to make sure I know how much space to do. This way. Fisherman's house right here, if we so desire. Like the house right to the fisherman. I don't know why. I just like it. The fisherman can right to work. And we're hurting for stone. Okay. Mr. Stone. So there's another game I played on the channel called Black and White 2. That's tons of fun. And this game reminds me of that a little bit. Just the resources and stuff. That game you just had 2 resources, 4, which took the place of iron and stone and wood. attention to my... We have iron, though. We gotta get our clothing back up. There's a log. Chop all this stuff. How about we just clear? Move a little bit faster on dirt roads, so I usually try to give them dirt roads where they're going. So I said uh-oh earlier because we need access to a river to trade. So if we don't have good access to a river, we can't trade. There. And do this. Really hate takeaway. I only have 2 people working at the gatherer, 2 at the hunter. I don't want to cut it down any more than that. Just to make sure. They might still place items, raw materials at the building site though, even if it's paused. Just to get it ready. But she's going a little slow here, boys. When I say boys, I kind of just... I'm not really caught. Saying that because I think it sounds... There we go. There's nobody alive. Oh. Oh, you can carry on. 6? You want 6 builders to build that? All right, nobody's gathering food real quick while we build this market. Probably up there. It is. We're gonna have 1 person hunting it. Suffering fucking much. Reserve iron is low. I'm aware. Yeah, meat just sitting out in the open here. That can't be good. Probably. Biting off a little more than probably. Should have taken these guys. Yeah. Oh, somebody became an adult. Is working as a laborer. Nice. Get your 1 forester. 1 person in all these. 27 of 62 stone. We got another adult. Yeah. Look at that. So we have more babies. Because babies get made by houses. A little known. Build a house. One day there'll just be a baby. Works. Listen. Don't understand this. Another adult. Fantastic. Beyond. Somebody make a metal version of that song. For $1. Why are you so hurt with your stone? Stop gathering except for stone. That's why it's nice. You can tell. Hurting for stone. So we'll get this way. This way. I like to quarter off my forester area because when I'm hurting for stone, I just tell them to clear out. Yeah, produced goods. We need more stone so that we can build this. Me not having a storage shed actually might slow it a lot. This is the first time I've skipped over the storage shed, to be honest, because the market actually stores a bunch of stuff. So yeah, storage is bad. I understand. We need more stone. Almost there. 3 more units of stone. I believe you. Specifically, I believe in Heatherly, who's 2 years old. Nope, you're not working. Yoshila. She's who I believe. I believe in Yoshila. You can do it, Yoshila. You are the one who's going to stand. Still 59. Did you gather all of the stone that I told you to gather? Is that the problem? Do I need to hold your hand for more stone? This is the problem. As long as we don't have a tornado tear through. Right. It does happen. Tornadoes are a thing. They usually leave you alone for a little while. There we go. Build it, baby. And then 4 of the builders are going to become traders, vendors. See how fast they built it once they were ready. You have 2 people builders. You can have up to 12 vendors. Fisherman. Build 1 more house. Did say fisherman. So the fisherman can feel like he never gets to leave his place of business. Am I forgetting anything? Oh, there's the herbalist. It's gotta be a creepy witch lady who lives in seclusion. Herbs. You want her in like an area that doesn't travel very much. is what I heard from the tutorial I watched. I think they were just guessing. Which would be official? We only need rooms. Start having more big houses. Just built 3 houses. Because a child named Ever was born, and a child named DeLorean was born. Ever and DeLorean. They're gonna be the power couple. Run this thing. Those are actually pretty good names. Ever and DeLorean. Some of the names are kind of food. Reserve of food is low. You got deer right here. Go get him. Child named Malvy. Shout out to Malvy. Work. We are good. Stop gathering the precious resources. Everybody gather. We're gonna stop building for a little bit. We want a couple people extra working together. Food's getting a little low for our liking. The cart that we brought over to the middle of nowhere. Firewood is low, but is now spring. So, should be another of those. Food is getting real low. Uh-oh. You guys doing okay? Something you can do too. Like, if food gets really low, this is a remove resources button. And it will remove anything, so you can just literally hunt and peck yourself. Somebody will come along and gather those things. All these little tiny things. Those are mushrooms. Those I'm not sure. There's mushrooms, berries, onions, there's some things. Those might actually be herbs. I think no. Just a little way to boost our production. There's some berries. If you get desperate. Yeah, we got berries, roots, mushrooms. Not particularly. Onion. When the handy thing is when you pick that and you just say harvest everything in this area, then they'll gather. Which is nice. They do also gather wood no matter how old it is. So see some of these trees are growing. They're still small yet. You guys really want a storage shed? Barn? Make one. Okay. Make one here so that we can store the stuff. guys are going to be wolves. And we're just going to say to chop down trees manually. It'll be fine. Always with this. Him with this. This lake doesn't count as part of the river because it's only connected as a stream. So. There's closers. Yeah, they're the closest. Yeah, they're getting hungry. I'm wondering if it's because it's too far to the market to gather things. Let's see. We'll see how it's build this. I'm an adult. Sweet. Okay. Paused for a second. We want maximum hunters. And I thought I said pause. Mountain pause. Food is low. I'm aware. Because there's like baskets of food just sitting out. I may have made a mistake by making the market first. Awesome. It's also possible that they're just too spread out for how small my settlement is so far. Yeah, they're at 3. They're I think they're. Food production will slow down a little bit because of the winter. Oh yeah, they're at 800 now. Yeah, there was food just sitting out. It's because I don't have enough vendors. Weren't able to pick it up. Maybe they're supposed to pick it up. Could. Now we know. Yeah, they're up to 1,300 food. Yeah, I think we're good. Perfect. A little bit scary. I maybe shouldn't be so bold in cutting down the workers. We need logs too, so I'm gonna let them just be a laborer for a little while. What's the next thing we need to do? Probably the schoolhouse, actually. Since we have a stable-ish population. Schoolhouse is probably what we want next. I usually try to get the schoolhouse pretty early because the efficiencies that they can, like the increase to their efficiency is ridiculous. Schoolhouse market. Schoolhouse. Hey. Make her a builder of her own schoolhouse, and then I'll make her the teacher. Even though I'm pretty sure that girl is like 10 years old. But she'll teach them. It's so. Chop down. Feast. clear cut this whole area. Reserve of logs is low. That's the other thing too, is that pops up if they're gathering logs, but also building something. They'll put the logs in and they'll take them out, so it'll keep warning you about the logs being low or whatever as you're gathering them. But, and like the woodcutters grab it. I have 8 and I will be getting as far as I can in the next half hour. I may never come back to this village again. I really like starting from the beginning, and I do like progressing, but as soon as you start farming in this game, it gets pretty easy. The map is large. I picked a large map, and I have built like a city that was like, say that more. I have built a city that was almost big enough to take up a good half of the stick just by like buildings and like for the forestry. For the forestry circle. So there were little patches of woods here. It's very full of farmland. Speaking of which, problem is I'm going to have to cut a tunnel through this mountain. I could try to go around it, but I like it. Let's see how far to go. Oh, they don't even want to go around that direction. They want to go around that. Yeah, we'll build it. Big tunnel, big tunnel, big tunnel, big tunnel. Huge tunnel. You can't go at a diagonal. It's one of the silly things about it. But maybe we'll build a quarry. Like right here. Yeah. That'll be good. We'll have little lonely person's house over here. Anybody that is antisocial, wants to live outside town. There it is. Oop, we need a teacher. What's good? Teach. Food is... We're at 2,000 food. Yeah, we're good. Good on food. Once you get your food squared away, that's when you can start thinking about food, tools, and clothing are the thing people wear. And those are really what you need to keep going. As long as you have those squared away. And most importantly, the food, clothing, and tools. And it's just tools. They're not specific. So every single person uses tools. Fisherman, it would be a fisherman. Blacksmith, of course, it would be like a hammer and stuff. Hunting, would be a bow and arrow maybe. Or, I don't think there's symbolism. They certainly look like they're pioneer kind of time. What do we need? It's better removed. Crank it. Quarry gives us stone, and there's mines that give us either iron or coal. We'll do either one. Those have to be put into the mountainside. Actually, right here probably is a good spot for one or both of them. I like to run both. Because you can switch your mind back and forth. Digging coal and digging iron. Which doesn't really make sense. You'd think that if they're in the mine, they can mine for coal or they can mine for iron. But like, you'd have to put it on an iron deposit or on a coal deposit. They simplify that by just saying, no, just pick one. They'll dig for either one, but not both. So, just another thing. Get pitted? Sorry. Don't understand. Unless you mean they're digging up. Which is what they're doing. Oh. Let's pick a person. This guy's name is Manning. Maybe Peyton Manning? He's moving too fast. He's picking up resources. We deposit to build our quarry. Reserve of iron is low. It's a good thing I told them to pick up some iron. We may have to build a mine. Let's see. Do we have any students? 3 students. A nice trick you can do too is you can fire the teacher at the schoolhouse, and that makes any students become adults immediately because they're already. Looks like Eli Manning, not Peyton Manning. I know spell stuff. Only if they're big enough to bleed over into. But anyways, yeah. So if we're hurting for workers and we have students at the schoolhouse, we can just fire the teacher, and the students become adults. And then you can rehire the teacher, and then any children that become 10 will start going to school, and any children that were already 10 will become adults and start working. So, I discovered that trick on that. Kind of fun. Feel bad. That's kind of. Remember all that time you said you hated school? Well, all right, good news. You don't have to work or you don't have to go to school anymore. But you got to go dig for rocks in the. Sorry. I don't actually have any people to work in the quarry at the moment. We do. We're up to 3,000 food, so we might put one person. Fishermen, nobody likes fish. We prefer rocks. Let them eat rocks. This is the time it's tempting to kick out the students, but they get a lot of efficiency bonus if they're so. Hey, it's Yoshila again. She's getting something to eat. Is that an authorized break? 60% full of armor. Storage barn is what it said. So we're good. Our builders need something to do. Build this tunnel so that we can make a trader over there. We don't have any seeds for farming. We need a trader. Yeah, children. Children, did you know where children come from? Children come from houses. If you build a house, then one day there'll just be a child. That's where children come from. So this game would end. No. Uh-oh. I can't abide. Can't abide the gap. We can't mind the gap around here. This is London. No. This is Knoxvillican. Knoxvillican. I just noticed that right here tells us how many adult students and children we have. 21 adults, 4 children, or 4 students. Oh, just bumped up to 5. And 7 children. Babies. 2 babies. I told you, if you build houses, just there'll be children in them. We didn't even finish building this house. It's on the foundation. And lo, there was a child. What do we need? We always need some. 5 workers would sound pretty good right now. But 1 or 2 of them have to. They've been going to school for a while. Once they're 18, they start working. We're hurting. We built the quarry. That might be a little ambitious to tell them to do that stone. Reserve of iron is too. Oh, the iron. My civilization cannot get attacked by other people, but I turned natural disasters on so we can get wrecked by a tornado. It has happened before, destroyed half of my town. And I think enough people survived to rebuild. But you basically shut all of the buildings down, except for the very early ones, the hunter-gatherers, and the woodcutter. That's all you run for a little while. And as you build your population back up, then you start opening up other buildings. Actually repairing them, because they're down to the studs, foundation. I've heard there's fire in the game too, but I've never had a fire happen. They'll put it out by using water, and you can build wells. I don't build wells very often because it's not often that. I mean, I've never seen a fire before in the game, so. House, right? Student. None of the students have become adults yet. That's a concern. Firewood. Are we low on wood? No, we're good. It's springtime. They use more fuel in the wintertime, which makes sense. Keep their houses warm. Somewhere. 41 degrees. In Fahrenheit, not in Celsius. That would be like sweltering in Celsius. Yeah, firewood is low, so make more firewood. What are you doing? This is our tunnel. Slowly but surely. Her Bertha. Get up resources. She's one of our builders. No sheep for wood trading here. You actually can't trade animals. You can trade for animals once we get the trader up. So you can trade wood for sheep, but you can't trade sheep for wood. You can trade wool and mutton, sheep meat. You can trade pieces of sheep for wood, but what is that? I'm drawing a blank. Not cards. The card game. Or the tile. That's gonna roll. Andy, what game are you talking about? I can't remember the name. It's competitive. You have the tiles, the cards of resources. I have a Star Trek version in my closet that I saw a little bit ago. Oh no. It's like one of the Settlers of Catan. Thank you, Catan. Jeepers. That was gonna bug me. Settlers of Catan. It's like one of the first games in my memory that kind of brought like the board games back to like really popular. A lot of laborers. We have 4,000 food. Our food is good. Oh yeah, 2 of our students became adults. They're gonna work so hard and try so hard. They're gonna try so hard and get so far. Too bad that in the end it doesn't even matter. And this really sucks. I put myself in a terrible position. I should have went this direction to the river for the trader over here, because our traders are going to have to travel really far. Where's the tunnel? Come on. There we go. Trader's gonna have to travel really far for trading to get to their like trader post. Might build a house over there. The traders bring our stock over to their place and store it. That's why it's in the storage area. And then traders come, and then we can make a deal. Tell them how much stuff that they want. Every effective city is on the water. That's why I tried building over to this lake. I didn't realize this lake was connected with a stream and not a river. Streams are useless to us because traders don't travel on streams. They only travel on the wider rivers. So that was an oops. I don't think it'll matter that much. But a lot of times when a trader shows up, it's nice to have like your bulk resources be close to the trader, because then the traders can go grab it quick if the traveling merchant has something that I want. animals or seeds are the two major things that you want to trade for early on. Oh, somebody died. Manning? Manning, the forester, was killed by a falling tree. Either Peyton or Eli, whichever. You said Eli. We'll call him Eli. Eli's dead now. I haven't built a church or a graveyard yet. So nobody's able to mourn him. They just buried him in the dirt. 2 sticks, like that. That's okay. Stone. More stone. More stone. Again, we don't need to build the house after we build the tree. Woodcutters need an extra hand as well. We get most of our trading value from fire. It's like highly sought after commodity. So the more stock we can have of that, the better. I do not understand these references. No shrine to remember him by. His name was Robert Paulson. Andy, what year did we go to Economics Challenge? I just found a trophy from Economics Challenge, but it's from 2007. I don't remember if you went with us in senior year, junior year. It's actually right behind my screen. I'm gonna grab it. All right. Okay, this is a little weird because I have garters on this. I just found literally yesterday a box of all of my trophies and stuff from soccer in high school and a few other things. But yeah, second place, David Ricardo Division 2007 Lake Superior Economics Challenge. There it is. Fun stuff. Feathers coming off those. Oh, and there's crust. Very, very dusty. It was in my parents' shed, actually. Still. Fun trip down memory lane. We got Andy in chat, and he was at an economics challenge with me, and they didn't think I was good enough to be on the quick answer team, I guess, for some reason. But Andy was. And he pressed the buzzer a little quickly one time. The question that they asked started out as, which fund... And he pressed the buzzer. And everybody looked at him. And he looked at the team, and he said, scarcity. Just say it. And so whoever the spokesman for the team was like scarcity. And the announcer, who looks like that, he looked a little bit like Chevy Chase. No, the other guy. The other gray-haired comedian guy. Can't think of his name, but he looked kind of like that. He looked at his card and had like a shocked look on his face and looked up and he's like, that's correct. Yeah, I don't know if it was 2007. I thought we were seniors. I thought it was 2008 that happened. Because I went with Lucas Feltz and Eric Trudson one year. But I can't remember if that was the year after or the year before. I don't. It's all a blur. You know, all those headers in high school soccer, getting us trophies and stuff. I have not been paying attention to the game at all. So how we doing? Got some workers. Got a lot of food. Just pause it. No reason. There we go. Somebody died of old age. Isn't that sad? Maybe build a cemetery and a church. Chapel. That's called. It's just a meeting place. I think it just makes them happier. Which right now their happiness is 4. So let's go ahead and build that. Go to the chapel and we're gonna be happy. Where do we play? I don't want to encroach on our space for those things. Pretty much button writing and stuff. I usually leave myself a little room for a road. We got this space we can utilize now. Let's go ahead. And then we can put a road. Could have put a road on this side, but that would have made sense. We don't have too much sense. Just stock. Took their confidence and then destroyed their hopes and dreams. That's right. Economics challenge for the win. Was that Toward that ran that thing? Or was that Deeden? I feel like Deeden took me 1 year and Toward took me. I'm not sure. Observe. Well, quit being babies and using so much firewood just because it's raining. We're gonna have so many logs. It's gonna be nuts. What are we doing over here? Still chugging away on that stone. Look. Just so we have one more person to take over if somebody dies. 5 students is good. If we build a town hall too, that's where we can accept immigrants, and that gives us a nice influx into our population. But that's also where diseases often come from, people immigrating into your society. So it's a good idea to have a doctor, a hospital when you do that. And a boarding house as temporary housing for them when they show up. You guys need to get more stone. What are you doing? They might be. Alright, hold on. Hold on. I want you to build this one first, and then we'll build the chapel. Silly gooses. It's nice, clear patches. trees growing already. Maybe they don't chop the trees down. They're too small. Yeah. Yeah. Build them a mall, and then they can go shop. Basically what this is, actually. This is our mall right here. It's 65% full. 6. 67. Oh god. Let's get in there. Those are our storage. That circle is where people can come to. Uh-oh. Cincer the Stonecutter was crushed by a rock. That sucks. Hope he wasn't one of our educated kids. The educated people would stay up. I done went to school. I know not to stand next to a boulder that looks precarious. Right? Should maybe build another house. Hmm? Oh, they're building. They're building. Problem is, then we're gonna need people to work that. Like how the ground just fades into snow. It doesn't actually snow. Then it starts snowing. It's like as soon as winter hits, and then it snows. It might have been smart to build the house first, because then they'd have somewhere to go when they're cold. 99% complete. So close. Oh, corn. Those are fine. So, it's not looking good. But our food is really good. So, 100 foods. Problem is the people carrying the animals and seeds don't really care about the food that much. Come from the land of plenty. Not like 59 still closed. We could probably 20. Herbs. Go 200 herbs. Then they'll store. Two people doing that. Build the chapel. And we're gonna go get married. Reserve stone is low. The reserve of food is low. No, stone and iron. Yay. Stop. Over by here. So. Iron. Iron seems fairly on this map. Another child. About 10 more minutes and we'll wrap her up. Logs we're doing good on. Firewood. Pretty good. I'm gonna bring a couple. The thing I don't like about this being so far over here is it will be hard to see when a trader is coming. If the river passed right through our town, it'd be really easy to see. I usually notice it, but the logs are probably built a You guys are taking a little long to build the stone, to grab the stone. So. I hear a din. No, not a gin, a din. Probably my wife played. Not a fisherman. I'm dropping down to 2. There's no sense in building if we don't have the resources to build it, right? Right. Understand that the reserve of stone is low. Understand. See about just having everybody work in the stone pit. The stone pit. The tech. No trader. Problem with going at 10 times speed, because then if you put it back to regular, they look like they're going so slow. Michael and Calvin. A child named Pierin. Neat. Herbalist is still doing good. Gathering those herbs. Well, they're happy. That means we need a tavern. Yeah, tavern. Brews alcohol and makes citizens happy. What is the chapter? Provides happiness for the devout and a place to meet and worship. That's like in rural Minnesota. I've heard said that all you need to be a town is a bar and a church. And then you're a town. Church and bar. Makes sense to me. Get still. Yeah. They're piling. Because we don't have any laborers. As soon as we have enough stone on trouble. Workers down. Oh, there is a trader at the trading post. Trader at the trading post. Not a drill. What you got, trader? Plum seeds. We could grow plums. Can we get to that much money? Try the high stuff first. No, we'll trade out all of our food first. Because we have a lot of food. I don't have any potatoes. I like and usually just need to trade an additional 950. 250. 92 short. We are 90 short. Okay. What can we add for that? We have a lot. Oops, I meant to. I want plum seeds because if we get enough plums, then we can have we can build our tavern and have the tavern brew alcohol from plums. You need some fruit to brew. So like some plum liqueur or whatever. Ale. Plum ale. Thank you, my love. My wife and moderator said the game is gone because I pushed the keypad and that changes it. I figured it out, but I forgot it. So, as I was saying, we have this trader here, and we want to trade him for his plum seeds because then we can brew alcohol with plums, some ale, and that will make our citizens happy. Telling them to bring over more food. A lot of food. And tell him we want any and all of his seeds. Every Taylor has died. Not the Taylor. Vendors. Leave this one. We want more vendors. Get these stuff as fast as possible. Really need to peek more over at my screen a little more often. I've got it on the streaming service, not the streaming service, the recording service, and that lets me view it in real time instead of YouTube. It waits until it uploads. So there's 30 seconds. Or so. We have enough. Sure. Give him all of our. I'm gonna try to use this. Additional 376. We should be good. Let's try 10 of those. And 10 of those. Math is for blockers. All 20 of those. 176. Overpaying by a lot. Drop down on tools, Ethereum. Eight units. So 78 units of fiber. I'm not overpaying this man by a dime. Yeah. And now we make sure we go back over here and we drop down counts with this. Food is all fine. But like, we don't want them to restock. The hard to get items. Oh, I forgot to. You can go away. Bye. Because that cuts into all of our stuff, all of our citizens. Oh, but definitely restructure the workers here. It does not need to be 6. Tailor back. Complete, and we can build an orchard. Not sure if this is the best place to put it, but one person in charge of it for now. We're not building much right now. We can have them stuck. Oh, we need a clamp. Farmers, you're gonna have to make do with 2. One of the farmers is going to have to be a holy. Pretty nice church, huh? Not sure what religion they are, but it's a little simple. This. So if you're watching this on my channel, let me know what you think about this game. It's one of my favorites. Let me know if you would like to see it again. If it's too long after this video comes out that I do this again, I'll probably start another village, which is fine. We're almost to the point that things get fairly easy until a disaster happens. And then we have to rebuild from the disaster. That's good. My plan is to stream every day this week except for Friday. Got commitments this weekend, so I will be out and about. So today is Tuesday, so Wednesday and Thursday I will stream both days. I did 2 streams yesterday. That's cool. The next 2 days I'll probably do games that I've played recently. Maybe Minecraft, maybe Elden Ring, maybe Zelda. I gotta finish Zelda. I've been dragging my feet. But I want to finish it for me. But I've kind of transitioned over to streaming instead of recording. in posting because streams, it's more fun for me. I enjoy it, and I barely edit stuff out of my videos anyways because I do it all myself. So why don't you have a house? Why are you homeless? What? That usually doesn't happen. Child. Oops. Go hang out in the church. I give you permission to go chill in the church. Chapel. There's a difference between a church and a chapel. I don't know what it is, but there is a difference. Just jamming up. There it is. That hammer pounding in this game is so realistic. I thought somebody was hitting a hammer in my house. I was like, what is my wife doing? That's in the game. They're sawing and hammering. Makes sense. Can't leave the game with Herbie. I just can't. So as soon as they build these houses, we will close out for the day. Because I have a date 8:15. On digital date. Just playing some Magic the Gathering with my brothers-in-law and my sister-in-law. Fun. Playing a new deck. They're not watching, so it's gonna be fun. I have to remember to pretend to proxy 2 cards. 1 card, 2 cards. Because I didn't get the local card out of them. Okay, she has a house. Perfect. I just realized I'm ×2 and I could have sped that up at any time, but we're good. We're fine. It's all good. It's all fine. And right there, that's 4. Taylor died. Wow. Perfect. Okay. Well, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate everybody that caught this stream live. And if you watch it after the fact, appreciate you as well. You know what? No matter how you support the channel, I appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Because I especially appreciate you, likers and subscribers. And that will be all for me today. I will see you tomorrow.